Greetings and salutations, and welcome to
Star Trek with a noob. So today's episode is Tomorrow is Yesterday. It is the 19th episode of Star Trek from the first season. It was written by DC Fontana and directed by Mako O'Hurley. Sorry. It first aired on January 26, 1967. In the episode, the Enterprise is thrown back to Earth in the year 1960s, where the U.S. Air Force detects it, so the crew must find a way to correct damage to the timeline. And, I kind of thought this idea was pretty interesting, in the fact that, the crew interacts with, has a bit of a, fish out of water, having a person from the 1960s on the Enterprise, So that's pretty neat. Basically, a guy, not being aware of the future and, feeling there's this sequence, where, a general, he is in so much shock, he doesn't move until he says, can I get some chicken noodle soup? Then he just goes, then the guy pushes a button, he goes, and he's probably, what? And then he puts your thing. Oh my god. And he goes oh my god. So yeah, the fish out of moments of this episode are pretty actually kind of funny. And at the same time, you kind of, during this moment where, it said, say, well, we can't return this guy to Earth because, he might wreck the time stream. And then, so even you feel at first you feel say, wow, Kirk and the guys aren't that good. They're kind of bad. And I kind of like the fact, moments where, Kirk is kidnapped and he's just telling everyone the truth, yeah, I'm from the future, and it was just he's now listen here, buddy. Now we can have to do this the easy way or the hard way, and it was kind of fun. There's a moment where Spock is basically just I'm gonna give this guy the Volk, basically, I think the guy's name is Christopher. He's now come on there, Spock. I'm going down there and trying to find my family. And he basically gives him the Vulcan nerve pinch. He goes, this was the most logical thing to do. So yeah, I thought this episode was pretty good. There was another moment I thought was kind of funny, where trying to think what it was. Basically the crew goes to rescue Kirk, and yeah, I thought this episode had a little bit more humor based to it. So yeah, this one was a bit of fun. It wasn't. It had a bit of a more of a sciencey gag, but at the same time, I guess a theme of it was you shouldn't know what your future is, but you should also know what your future is, so then you can make the right decisions. I guess that's what it's trying to say. But overall, I thought this was actually a pretty good episode. Yeah. Overall, I thought this was an entertaining episode. Not much I can say about this one, to be honest with you. But overall, I thought it was pretty good. But what are your thoughts? You have more in-depth thoughts of this episode than I did. Did you think, say, Steven, you missed out on all the metaphors and all that? Put your thoughts in comments down below. Let me know. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.